Got the pajamas on. It's Jiu-Jitsu day. Our film schedule is a little bit different, but we're going to do Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, and then wrestling. So we'll do 3 videos a week. So today's Jiu-Jitsu, alright? We're going to go over some side control stuff. Force is like, we haven't worked any escapes, Dad. Let's work some escapes. So my content guy says do some escapes. I apologize for the last video. My YouTube guy had to film not shooting in 1080p, and then I forgot to edit it. I'm the editor guy, so I messed that part up. But recording in 1080, not 1080p, Force's fault.
I didn't change
Bad editing, my fault. Alright, so we're going to get on the ground soon. Before we get on the ground, Force, got anything to say?
If you like what you see here, don't forget to like and subscribe. You'll see our content more, and it'll help us out. And if you like what we're doing here, then both of those things should be good to you.
Why are you looking at me? The camera's right there, sir. Alright, let's go on the ground. Oops! Okay, before we get into escape and side control, we're going to show a couple variations of side control. Number 1, Force is going to be down. We're going to be on top of side control. Force is laying down with his head towards the camera. Good job with the instructions this time. One form of side control would be here, controlling his head, controlling his armpit. I'm going to have my arm underneath his far side. So this would be the near side. The side that I'm on is the near side. The side farthest away from me is far side. Pretty self-explanatory. My underhook is going to go on the far side, and near side I'm going to be underneath his head. I'm going to be controlling him down, giving him a lot of pressure right here, okay? Whether his arm is in or out, this is going to be the first one with his arm out, would be right here. This would be one form of side control, alright? This is not ideal, but this is basically what side control is, alright? The ideal side control is going to be when I have this arm controlled up on my hip. Now this is a really good side control. It's a lot harder for Force to escape right here, right? Very difficult for Force to escape. By eliminating him from being able to move his head and shoulders, I pretty much can kill his hips, right? Force, like bridge and escape, just do some kind of athletic movement and like escape, right? So your shoulder needs to turn, right? Come back. Just shrimp out and move away, make some space, right? Come back. Do it now. Come back. That's just taking away his arm and his head. Alright, that can kill a lot of his movement. He can still escape his hips. Watch what happens when I put my weight on top while controlling his arm and hips. Or arm and head. Shrimp and escape. It's hard for him to move, right? Because I'm blanketing his entire upper body. His hips can only turn so much. So his shrimp is limited by the ability of his upper body to turn, okay? So whenever we're on bottom, the first thing we want to do is we want to free up our arms so we can turn our upper body, okay? Because this arm and this grip right here is what's keeping Force from turning right now. Couple things I can do to get out. I'll just show the very basic ones first, and then we'll move on from there. So Force is in side control of me. He's got his arm scooped. I want to get this elbow back inside. He's stopping me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bridge, and when I bridge I'm going to shoot my arm through, and I'm going to punch like I'm trying to get through his head. So when I go, I'm going to take him that way. If you notice, that moves Force's entire body. Right now, good side control. My arm is contoured to his body. I can't get it out of here. Watch what happens when I hit him with this like crossface as I come up and bridge. It makes a little space. Can get my arm in and down. Alright, so that's the first thing I want to do. Now that my arm is clear, I have one frame. Alright, the frame is going to stop him from following me a little bit. It's going to help me get my second frame too. I'm going to continue to push on his hips. Once again, I'm going to buck. And I'm going to slide my hand in here to get to the inside of his face. I want to be on his neck so I can help post him up. Sometimes this is the real dogfight right here. I'm going to have to come in here and drive my hand through. If Force comes up, I would just roll him and get off. Force on top. Elbow stuck. I'm going to bridge and give him a little crossface. Get my arm back. Boom. I'm going to upa again. Make a little more space. Try and get my arm on the inside. Once my arm is in here, I'm really, really strong, okay? This is a very good, strong base. Force, go down, have the base for me. No, get off, please. You're going to go down. Face the camera, make your frames. Force's frames, if he has one in my face, one at my hip is going to be enough to keep my whole body weight up. Right? Just make a good solid frame. Good frame.
My elbow's not strong enough.
Right? So when you frame, be right here. Let the mat hold you up. Right?
Okay.
Make a frame with the mat. So, straight arm is like a frame right here. Feel that?
Yeah.
Look at that. Feel that? Look at, you're strong enough to hold my entire body weight off you. Right? Just because you make a good solid frame. Right? Frames are very powerful. So you guys understand, Forrest is holding 196 pounds of pizza eating dad off him. That's how much I weigh after I eat pizza. Alright? Come on back with me on top. Are you on top of me? I'm sorry. Boom. Make space. Get in here. Once I'm in here, a good solid frame, Forrest probably weight on me. Alright, good solid frame. I can hold Forrest off. Alright, come on back. Get your knees on the mat. Now what I want to do is I want to shrimp. So I want my butt to go away from Forrest. Turn 90. I don't want to bring my hips into Forrest, which I see some people do sometimes. I want to make sure I'm getting my hips away from Forrest. Once I get my hips away, my bottom leg, not the top leg, my bottom leg is going to go in between us, alright? Now I have 3 frames. Once I get this 3rd frame in, no matter what Forrest does, I'm going to be able to get my guard back. Push him away, my foot's going to come in, push my other foot. Nice good guard right now, alright? Sweet. Forrest, good side control. I gotta get what? That's right, frames. I didn't hear the audience, but I'm gonna pretend I did. So I'm gonna oopa. I'm gonna use this to bring his weight forward and get my elbow back in. Come back down to the mat. Make space. Bridge again. Get my elbow to the inside. Now I'm gonna use these 2 frames to help push my hips away. My bottom leg is gonna go in. Forrest, can you just sit straight up? When my leg comes in, I want to bring it all the way across, just like when I'm going knee on belly. I'm going to catch at the instep. I want to get as much as my knee penetrated through his body as possible. Come on, back down. Once I get this in, I'm going to use it to push. As soon as I push, I take this foot and put it right in his hip. Once I get this foot in his hip, it's going to be really hard for Forrest to come into me. I can use that to frame and get this other foot here. Now I can choose to go to closed guard. I can play spider guard, come on back. I can go lasso, I can do whatever I want to do, alright? But we can just go to open guard, sit right up, alright? And now I can do the butterfly sweep we worked last time. We're going to have Forrest try it, see how his looks. Face the camera. What side do you want me on?
This one should be fine.
So when you're drilling these moves, you're going to have a good side and a bad side. My personal recommendation as a coach is get good on one side. Alright? If you can do the move on one side and you do it well, you're going to be able to walk yourself through the move on the bad side. If you understand the move and you can do all the pieces of it, you can figure it out on the wrong side. So when I learn a move, I always learn it on one side. I get good enough that I can teach someone on it, and then I try and work on the bad side. Okay? So when you see me do stuff, I have really good side and an okay side. Ideally, you want to be able to do every move both ways, or get really good on going on the off side. But that's a different coaching lesson for a different day. Right now, Forrest is going to do it. Good side control. Boom, I got the arm. Good.
Right.
Good. Good. And good. Okay, so that's the gross movement. Now the fine detail is breaking the lock. Alright, seems really easy when Forrest does it to break my grip, okay? Sometimes it's not so easy to break that grip, and I'm going to show you the secret to that too. Alright, anyone can show you that a hip escape. This is a little bit higher level stuff, and this is what I want you guys to be able to do. We are going to push on our opponent like it's the wall, okay? Because I can't, as strong as I am, I can't move forward, okay? So when we're here in this position, as strong as I am, let me have Now lock your grips back up. If Forrest has his grips here and I'm trying to push with my leg, it's pretty hard for me. Alright? Make good solid, tough face. Don't let me move you, right? Go. Right? It's tough. I was pushing. Oh, that was pretty gross. Forrest drooled on me. It's like
not drooling.
Oh, spit on me. It's like rolling dumb sweat here. Ugh. Anyways, so when I'm here, I can't just push with my leg, and that's kind of what it looks like, right? But what I'm really doing is I'm turning my body straight and getting my feet inside. So when I start, my head is misaligned with Forrest, right? I'm like looking in his ear. So when I go and I do the move, I'm going to take my head from looking in his ear to looking in his face. And now I escape his lock. No matter how tight your opponent holds on, you're going to be able to break the grip. If you're a 110-pound girl and you're going against someone 190 pounds, you're going to be able to get out. Watch, we're going to demonstrate that right now. Oh, sorry. Forrest is going to be down. He's going to do the move. And I'm going to hang on to him as hard as I can. Uh-oh. Alright? And he's going to break my grips. Don't worry, I'm not that strong. I ate pizza. Didn't have spinach on it. Good. Go. Go. Man. Now go. Push with your hip. Good. Remember, you got to finish the move all the way. Forrest broke my grip and he quit the move. But I was hanging on as tight as I can. That movement is so important. Without anyone on me, I'm going to shorten the wall. So I got the wall here. Sometimes when you get with someone that's really strong, it's like going against a wall. All right. When Forrest is with me, it feels like he's trying to push on the wall. Okay. So when we do this, this is the alignment we're in. We're straight here with my knee. When I go to push on the wall, no matter how hard I push, it's hard for me to move this wall, right? It's going to be really hard for me to break the grip. So what I'm doing is I'm moving my head from right here all the way to over here. It's almost like a 90-degree turn. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to push on the wall and straighten my head up. And now I'm facing the wall, okay? So we're starting in nice and crouched on the wall. When I go, I push, and I get straight. Now my foot comes in, and my other foot comes in. Now this is going to break our opponent's grip, okay? Because no matter how strong he is trying to hold my entire body with this grip right here. So no matter how hard someone's holding you, their grips are going to break when we use our entire body against it. Not too many people can hold on to their entire grip against your entire body, your legs, your core, and your arms. And you're pushing on their neck all at the same time. Okay, so that's our escape number 1 from side control. Alright, so next one we're going to do turtle turn inside. Forrest is going to be on top. Good position right here. I am going to explode in, boom, get my hand on the inside. This time, instead of putting it on the hips, I'm going to be right here, and I'm going to use this to make a little bit of space. My hand's going to be on his chest, my other hand's going to push up. That push-up gives me just enough space to get my hand here into an underhook. Okay? So I'm going to be here. Forrest has got me nice and trapped, right? He's got my leg up. I bridge, get my elbow in. Sorry. Bring my hand to the inside of his chest. You don't have to give me that much space. And I'm going to get my other hand underneath, push up just a little bit, and dig my underhook. Okay? Once I get my underhook, I'm going to use the underhook to help me turn to my knees. So I'm going to push him on a 45-degree angle. I'm going to take my foot and go, leg is going to go underneath my other leg. From here and up to my knees. Once I get to here, I'm going to grab his belt. My hand that's on the mat, elbow down, is going to feed right to his knee. I'm going to drive him forward, collapse his knees down. I'm going to control his pants. I'm going to walk towards his back, right to here, alright? Now, I can either take his back, or if he turns into me, I'm going to get side control. I can kind of decide what I want to do here by the pressure I give Forrest. If I go forward, I can keep his back right here, and come and start to take his back. If I don't give him a lot of pressure, most guys are going to turn in, As he turns in, I'm going to catch his arm and get side control. I can also go mount there, I can go knee on belly. Can come out into a lot of different things. So when I come up, the technique I'm going to use is my leg is going to come underneath. So I'm going to be right here. As I come up, my leg goes underneath as I come up to my base. So the leg is going to come under. One more time. Force is going to be on top. Alright, so I'm here. My hand is going to come inside. Bring my knuckles right into his chest. I'm going to use this to pop up and get my underhook. As I get my underhook, I'm not laying flat on my back. As soon as I get the underhook, I use it to turn, so I'm on my shoulders. Alright, it's going to make coming up a lot easier. And when I first learned this, I used to try and do it from here all the time. I had such a hard time coming up all the time. Because Forrest would just push into my shoulder and drop, not Forrest, but the person I was with would just push into my shoulder and collapse me down. Come off me for a second. But if I get the underhook and turn, I'll put all your weight into me, Forrest. Look, drive into me. I'm really strong in this position when my shoulder is up, right? Feel the difference, Forrest? It's hard to break me down, right?
Yeah.
It's very difficult. I'm not even doing any effort right now. I'm just kind of chilling out here. And I can still control Forrest. If he trusts me in this much, I can swoop him over this way. Okay? So there's a huge difference from being here and being here. Anytime I'm flat, I'm stuck again, okay? So I don't get this underhook and lay flat. As I'm driving this underhook in, I turn. So I'm just using my butt to come out a little bit, and I turn up on my side. Alright, this makes me really strong here, and this is the key to the move. Alright, if I try and get this underhook and come off my back flat, it's never going to work against someone that's my size or bigger. But if I'm here when I start to move, it's a lot easier to come up to my knees. To me, that's the key to the move. Alright, one more time. Boom. Hands in. Boom. Underhook. I'm on my shoulders with the underhook. High leg underneath, or low leg under. Boom. Knee to knee. Control the knee. Smash.
We're gonna be out of frame probably a little bit. So
Control the pants.
just drive me back up.
Control the pants. I keep my weight on Forrest all the time. I should be on my toes. I shouldn't be on my knees. Walk around, walk around. Boom. I can force the back, or I can come over the top and take side control. Here with me on belly. Since Forrest keeps pushing on my belly, I'll give him one back. How's that feel with the pizza?
It wasn't directly on my stomach, so I don't think you got your righteous payback.
Okay. Let's have you try this one once.
Alright.
We'll do it from an angle that we haven't seen yet.
Pop you up.
Yeah.
Pop you up.
You should be able to control. Yes, yes, Forrest, good. Knees, good. Control, head. Control my pants. This hand. Just push my knee down. Why do you think we come around this way?
Why do I think I'm here?
Why do you think you don't go around to the head?
So I can get your back,
Right, but what else are you taking out of that equation when you go this way?
your hips, and your knees.
My hips and my legs, right? If you go towards my head, oh, I'm going to be able to slide this knee through and come back to guard. Alright? So it's important that we go towards the back every time, okay? If you circle towards the head, you're giving your opponent the chance to slide that knee down and through. Forrest was really good at this move when we tested for it, and then after you stop testing for it, you always have been going the wrong way.
Really?
Yes, you've been going the wrong way for a long time, and every time you do it, I let you do it, and I put you back in guard. And that's why. It's really, really, really important that you always pressure that leg down, and when you do it, you go towards the back, okay? A lot of my students do that. We work on it a lot, but when you're going live, I see it a lot. And I've been stopping more and more people. Crouton used to do it wrong all the time. He's getting it better now, alright? And now that he's getting close to blue, he better get it right. So I want to make sure that that's the reason why we don't go towards the head, okay? That's more for Crouton than you, but you've been doing it too, alright? Especially when you can punch, because you always try and hit right there. So like you come around to hit, and then you're giving up guard, okay? It's not worth it. let me show you something that's even cooler. This is more MMA related, but I'm starting to teach Forrest during these segments too, so it's kind of cool and something good for him. So let's say we're dogfight. We're already at the dogfight part, so I can come up on top. Dogfight, you're up on top. I do this part right here, right? When I start going to your back, and I get to this uncomfortable spot, I can drive my knee right in here, and now I can really go to work and hit. You feel where I am?
Yeah.
Try and do something with your hips. Right?
Yeah.
So if you want to strike, this is Professor Dub's favorite position to strike from. I don't know what it's really called. We call it the dub at the gym. The dub position. I should probably actually really learn what it's called, but I like the name the dub position. So anytime you want to strike on top and you do a technique from that position, go to the dub if you want to punch there, okay? I know you've been training some MMA now, and you guys like to spar, so there's a little trick for you, because you know Niall shares these, but you know he ain't watching them. That's all we really got from today. Hopefully I'm in frame right now. If not, I'll just pretend I am. Thank you guys for watching this, and we're out of here. Got anything else for us?
If you're still here, then you probably really like us or really hate us, so don't forget to hit the notification bell to make sure you know when we upload. And if you ever have questions or anything, don't be afraid to comment on our videos. We'll always try and answer your questions, and I think we have a pretty good amount of interaction with our comment section.
Yeah, been doing really well. Alright, we're out of here.